After 17 long years, Australia managed to beat India in a T20I at the MCG.
Oh, I was like, where did the 17 long years come in this? There's not a World Cup, something, series.
2008, when India
the
played.
MCG, so many different filters you've used.
So how many times have they played in the MCG?
Exactly.
4 times. This is the 4th time they have played.
That's still okay. Yeah.
4th time in 17 years.
Yes.
I was expecting once.
So they lost 3 and won 4, which then doesn't look that much of a anomaly. But yeah, 17 years sounds like
digital clickbait.
The last
this is what your
time-
thumb is going to be like.
the
First time,
yeah. You had a Viru, Gambhir, you all were playing.
You still have a Gambhir.
Yeah.
He's just not playing.
He's not playing. 126 chase down in 13.2 overs, Mitch Marsh at the top. And the Shivam Dube streak also ends.
Oh my God. How many matches was that streak? Can somebody who's watching us tell us?
I think it's 30 plus. Let's make it very clear here. After
Not
his debut.
30 plus, let me check.
Yeah. Because see, he lost on his debut. Bangladesh, when they played here in Delhi, Bangladesh won that game. That remains their only win against India ever. And that was the only loss that Shivam Dube got at the very beginning of his career. After that, lots has happened, and I think 30 plus definitely, I think the streak is over. Like how the Undertaker...
36 matches.
36 matches, see? 36 games. The streak is over. And that viral emoji. That guy, that guy with, I don't know what was written on that shirt of his.
Yeah.
Hulkamania, was it?
Is either Hulkamania shirt, could have been a Daniel Bryan
No,
shirt.
36, no, it'll become 37, no, because the last match, will it be, how would you look at that?
It's not a loss.
It's not a loss.
So it'll be 37 match?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say 37.
But was that match be counted?
It will be counted in the stats, not toss happened.
Toss happened, he was there.
So you're undefeated.
It's not as 37 then. It's 37.
So
Madness.
see, the streak is over, and that's why...
And also he didn't bowl at all.
He didn't bowl at all. The 5th bowler was not needed today. The 5th bowler was not needed. The 4 bowlers did their job, and 2 wickets apiece from Bumrah, Chakravarti and Kuldeep. And it was still not enough for Australia to canter to a victory, although they lost wickets towards the end, which created a sort of artificial excitement. But okay, 126 for 6, and Australia take a 1-0 lead in the... with the 3 games remaining now in this series, and
technically still a 5-match series, but yes.
Yeah, 2 games are done, and day after tomorrow you're gonna have a 3rd game. So plenty to talk about in this particular game for India and Australia at the MCG. I mean, India's batting, that will be one major question. Rana, the promotion, that will be a major question. Why no 5th bowler in the Indian team was used today? That will be another question. But the Bison, man, what power. The sixes that he was hitting, crazy stuff indeed. 46 runs, and Australia lead the series 1-0.
As it's ended now, of course you'd have to say convincing win for Australia, but I don't know, I mean another 25-30 runs, I mean if 150 would have been a...
Close to 160, then it was definitely India dominating.
Or game on for sure. At least it would
150 would have been game on, you reckon?
Yes,
100%.
absolutely.
Because India-Pakistan at the MCG was about 150 odd that they chased, 159 if I'm not mistaken. Yes. India got 160.
162 they made when Ashwin hit that.
Exactly. So that was in the 150 range, and it proved to be a tough total chase. The final of that T20 World Cup, 138 was it?
Yes. England and Pakistan, yeah.
Correct, that England was chasing and they were really stretched to reach. So, I mean, MCG, if you get around 150, it is quite a competitive total, as you realized. That takes me to the question, could India have then kept that in mind when they were batting first with their approach?
I mean, this kind
because it looked like they were going for
200.
You know, it kind of, because India have been winning. You look at it, baseball, it is the same gung-ho approach, right? Ball 1, let's go. In Hindi we say andhadhun maro. But sometimes it falls way flat, and that's why today it fell way flat. But we have swept these things under the carpet because India have been winning. This is, by the way, only their 3rd loss in 2 years.
Okay, so if that is the case, then is it fair to say that we swept it under the carpet? My point being, that if this is the approach that has helped them win, it will bring a few losses as well, then why should we, say something like brushing under the carpet is a negative connotation, which means something that we're trying to hide, which is not good. But in this case, if this approach is done well for India, and if they have a 90% success rate or even higher, then on occasion if they lose, should we even be questioning it, or should we say no, it's fine, this approach helps us win 9 out of 10 games, we'll take a loss or two.
That is also flexible enough. We can be flexible enough in that also. But then you see the shot selection and the pitch, okay? Out of all of them, Gill, under pressure, bad shot selection. Samson, technically, he was undone. The pitch played its role. Suryakumar Yadav, again, in these kind of wickets, he doesn't get going. Tilak, horrible shot. I think I would like to say that was the worst shot that he played. Aksar gifting his wicket away with that run out. So, out of everybody, when you look at it, Abhishek Sharma, he had done his job of 68 or 37, but then tried to go offside, straight delivery, missed it.
So what is saying? They could have had a different approach to this game.
I mean, a flexible approach does help, because you saw first over itself should have been indication. No boss, 200 nahi. Looking at the past history of the MCG, 150, 160. Aim for that. And then play your strokes accordingly. But I think the message didn't go through this time.
I think the message did go through too late. Because when you finally got that one batter who was consolidating, he happened to be your number 7-8 batter, which is probably too late. You could have probably started consolidating at maybe 5. Then at that point you can say, okay, we've got 8 batters on paper at least, and we've tried going with our usual plan. It's not worked. Now we need to kind of rebuild and recalibrate, retool, and say, okay, we need to get to about 150, 160. That will actually keep us in the game. Even if the pitch doesn't quite play to the same spiciness, we have enough knowledge of playing in the MCG and have enough history that we know that even 150, 160 we could make a game out of it. Even today, sure, they lost those wickets at a time when the match was done and dusted. But imagine being 126 for 6 when you're chasing 160 or 150. It's a very different story. Very different story.
But I don't know if we should really be pressing the panic button now and want India to change the approach, because again, I know in hindsight it looks like that listen, you've got 125, another 25 runs, who knows, the game could have been different, maybe tweak that approach instead of, as Siddharth is pointing out, some of the shots that were very adventurous, you could have changed that, maybe change your approach, who knows, you get 150, 60, win the game. So what you're saying is, based on conditions, change your approach. But I don't know whether this team should do that, because again, I go back to the point that no matter the conditions, this approach has helped them. You will have a few losses, and we then need to take those losses, provided by and large you've been doing well. And also, you look at this game, I repeat, your most successful batter is the one that had that approach. It's an Abhishek Sharma's 68 of 37. Let's say this was a T20 World Cup final sort of a knock that Abhishek played, that Virat did, and I would say no, see, then there was enough evidence to say that, see, a different approach worked on this pitch. But the guy who scored the maximum amount of runs also played just his regular batting, 180 strike rate, which he bats at usually. He's batting at the same strike rate even now, and he's the most successful batter. And even the opposition team, which, okay, fine, you got those wickets at the end, but I don't think that was ever going to help you win a match. They'd won the match comfortably with the way their openers started. Only both Head and Mitch Marsh were just on the next level. They are the two other most successful batters, and even they've had that same approach. So everyone who's done well has had the aggressive approach. So I don't think the approach for India is a problem. I think if you look at conditions and you change your approach, you get out, then you go back to what India used to do earlier, play the conditions. And that's why we used to falter on some big days. I think the approach is fine. All I think is that, like Australian players that are so used to these bouncy conditions, they can still play their aggressive cricket and get away with it. Abhishek showed that he can adapt to these conditions, yet play his aggressive cricket and get you runs. Everyone else failed to adapt. I think that, or you simply say, there's Josh Hazlewood, doesn't matter what you do, he's still going to take your wickets.
Yeah, but see, there was a degree of adaptability still needed either which way. I'm not saying desert your mentality entirely. No, I think we're past that. Those days of playing the conditions or trying to play attritionally and 130 strike rates is done and dusted. But if Abhishek could do it, then the other batters need to be looking at themselves and say, yeah, we need to perhaps look and try and figure out what he did that he kept himself playing aggressively, but he didn't at any time seem really troubled by the conditions. The others did.
Yeah.
He didn't.
I mean, what I don't want the team to do is realize like today, we had a collapse, we're not great, or I think we need to, look at conditions and change our approach. As soon as you do that, you're going back, you're regressing, is what I feel. You in fact look at it the other positive way, that listen, you can still bat aggressively, just that we need to find a way how to bat aggressively. And some of them, I agree with you, got found out. I don't think Sanju was looking very comfortable in that situation. Again, Sky got a very good delivery, you can say that, but I mean, Shubman wasn't looking very comfortable, at a very uneasy state.
First over, he got beaten, LBW, then got hit on the helmet.
Yeah.
He didn't know what to do. This is the kind of wicket which I think Josh Hazlewood ordered. I mean, prepare this wicket and look at the magic that I did.
No, also Josh was very unlucky. I think he deserved that. He was so good throughout the ODI as well as the first T20I, where he deserved so much more, but the rub of the green wasn't going his way. He was bowling well. Today he deserved all of that.
Second ODI.
The greatest wicketless spell in the history.
Travesty of justice that man was breathing fire and didn't get a single wicket in that match. I mean, come on, that's unlucky.
Yeah.
He deserves that on that front. But I for Shubman, I think it's okay to get out cheaply. It's okay to get run somewhere. But I think for Shubman, the pressure will remain on him simply because he is keeping Yashasvi Jaiswal out of the team, and so he will need to prove himself consistently. I don't think we should be passing a judgment on him now. It's just the start of the series, and you will look at a few games going forward before really passing a judgment, as you should with everyone. But I'm sure even he knows. I wonder whether that was telling on his face today or his body language, that he has the pressure, because no matter what you say, back of his head he would know that T20 is that one format where they can still be questioning him, one because of the player that's sitting out, not so much in one day because he's had some outstanding performances in one day cricket. He's been a regular there as well. Test, he's your captain and has had a fantastic series. So those two formats, I think there'll be no pressure on him, at least not in the immediate future. But T20 cricket, till such time he has some outstanding series or two, I'm guessing he'll have to live with this pressure.
The gas burner is increasing the temperature slightly for Shubman Gill. I'll tell you why. With each and every passing innings, he's not just guilty of keeping a Yashasvi Jaiswal out of the team, okay? He broke the Sanju Abhishek Jodi. Okay, they were the ones who redefined the T20I template in 2024. Sanju and Abhishek.
Sanbishek?
Sanbishek. But see, this is the problem. Now you have demotivated Sanju. He's now been shuffled up like a deck of cards. Someday 3, someday 7, someday 5, someday 6. What are you doing to this guy's confidence? Are you trying to make KL Rahul part 2 over again?
Yes, this is his KL Rahul part 2, because I always say KL was Sanju before Sanju.
Yes.
It's just he got a much longer rope, so people don't look at it that way.
Plus,
but he also went up, down, left, right, everywhere possible.
Plus, I kind of want to increase the sample size. He's now had only 2 games here, but he had a lot of games in the Asia Cup, barring 1 game. And those conditions were not as tough as it was here. He didn't set the stage on fire. And that is the reason why the temperature is going to increase each and every time he steps out now. Another failure, and you will see the hyenas come out with their cackling.
Also, you have to remember, and this is something that hasn't come back to haunt India yet, but might against top teams, you don't really have a finisher. I know Gambhir has said that, one player will search in the first Abhi's son, okay? As a lot of people say that, and especially
Abhi's son.
Abhi's son? That works better. So, as Gambhir himself has pointed out in press conferences, that we want anyone to be able to play anywhere, and we're not going to have a set finisher. Set finisher in T20s is a bit like having a good opener. It can guarantee you, it's the difference between a win and a loss. And right now, your best finisher is on the bench. Why he's on the bench? Because you have to accommodate Gill.
Yes.
Because you didn't drop Sanju. You dropped Rinku Singh,
yeah.
kept him on the bench, and you've kept Sanju in the team. Now, either which way, whichever batter is the one who ends up becoming the Balioka Bakra here has a right to be aggrieved. Because Sanju can say that, look, I might be playing, but I was hitting hundreds at the top of the order, and now my confidence is shot. Rinku will be like, what did I do wrong? I was finishing matches for India. I guarantee you a gun presence on the field. I've even worked on my bowling in the UP T20 league. What wrong have I done? Nothing whatsoever. But that's the way it is. And that's also why there's so much pressure on Gill. It's not just about, question marks or over him. It's who he's keeping out. Yes, there's a Yashasvi who you could argue is keeping out from the squad. He's keeping Rinku Singh right now out of the 11. And these are two players who, if you close your eyes and make a best T20I batters or T20 batters, Indian batters, these guys would be right up there. Gill sadly doesn't quite make it to that list.
Sigma Shubman. One guy, 3 players impacted. Look at his aura at this point in time. That's the problem. And that's why Gill, a 5 of 10, sure, he did well in Canberra, but then it'll be conveniently kept aside because India didn't win nor did they lose that game. It was a no result. So no result games don't get that much of spotlight. A completed game where there is a win or where there is a loss, there'll be further scrutiny. So
where
that's
there's a win
why,
or there's a learn.
Yeah.
Either you win or you learn.
Learn.
Now, to the elephant in the room, it will be, I think, the other big talking point. Someone who's been coming up in our conversations very often and is also usually trending on social media is a player called Harshit Rana. He's had a mixed bag of a day. And just as Shubman's point led to many other points, I'm sure when we discuss Harshit in today's game, it'll lead to many other talking points. Who wants to have?
I'll start because see, are you okay with his 35 of 33 or are you okay with his none for 27 of 2 overs? Is Harshit offering me utility with the bat or utility with the ball? Because for me, a 2 overs none for 27, it defeats the entire purpose of him being in the squad. I'll tell you why. No offense. See, today he showed you that he can hang around. But clearly, when you have to look at the judgment of 1s or 2s, and he didn't give Abhishek the strike for most of the overs, there was frustration mounting. For me, his 2 overs, none for 27, has defeated his very purpose of him being in the playing 11. Because what am I looking at? I don't need multiple duplicates of Hardik Pandya. I don't need multiple duplicates.
There are no duplicates of Hardik Pandya. That is the problem.
That is the problem.
If there were duplicates of Hardik Pandya, it wouldn't have been an issue.
You're trying to.
Right now, either you're getting bowlers you're trying to make as batters or batters you're trying to make as bowlers.
Nitish.
Shivam Dube.
Yeah.
My point is Shivam Dube is an improved bowler. I completely agree. But Shivam Dube wasn't bowled today. There's an Akshar Patel who you've not bowled today.
Yeah.
Now, my point is, what is this signifying? That you yourself don't have too much of a faith in a Shivam Dube or an Akshar Patel as bowlers. They are very good as batters, no taking that away, but you're primarily playing them as batters. That doesn't happen with Hardik. Hardik can win you the game either with the ball or with the bat, so then he's a proper all-rounder. Now you're sacrificing, so you yourself are admitting in that sense, whether it is a Harshit or a Akshar or a Shivam Dube, they have one skill. The rest, you're making it up. Like, okay, he will give us something. But then that boils down to the point that when you require that second skill, is it good enough to help you win a game? That I think is the most important bit. And as of now, I think for Harshit, for Shivam Dube, see Shivam Dube, we got excited when he did a containing job only. But what is it telling you? He can't win you a game with the ball. With the bat, maybe yes. For Harshit, maybe on a given day, I'm saying, let's say he has a good day with the ball, can chip in with wickets like he did in that ODI as well. Okay, fine. But with the bat, can he? No. He can hang around. He can give you a little bit of runs, a bit of a cushion. Can he win you? No. And even for Akshar, I know he's had good days with the ball. But is he that bowler who can consistently win you games with the ball? Maybe not. Quite often you see in the IPL also he doesn't get the full quota of overs. I mean, not when he's captain, but otherwise. Wasn't getting, even when he's captain, sometimes did not bowl himself the full quota of overs. So I think his primary skill is also batting, though he's slightly a better bowler than the rest. So if these are the things in mind, then that begs the question. It's not like you're Australia, right, who really has genuine all-rounders. You're trying to manufacture them. Is that the correct strategy to go by, or you might as well go with a proper player. I still feel that, if I'm India, I am not going to leave an Arshdeep Singh out. I'm saying take today's game as well. If you have an Arshdeep Singh in the setup, like Bumrah created havoc, he's that other bowler who can, or pick you those quick wickets, or break that partnership initially. Who knows? You're in with a chance to defend a low-scoring total. Not with just one Jasprit Bumrah and a Kuldeep Yadav.
How are you going to sort out your power play and your death overs? If you leave out an Arshdeep, how? A Harshit can leak runs both in the power play and in the death. These were conditions which were made for him, but then he just didn't get any kind of swing. He hit the deck, but then got hit for 27 runs in 2 overs. Sure, you've backed him on the confidence that he gained in Sydney. 4 overs, he got 4 wickets. For 8 overs, he bowled with good hostility and pace. But then, that time, there was no pressure as such. If you cannot take wickets up front, then I would rather pick an Arshdeep. It sorts my power play, it sorts my death.
But then there is that one problem for which we were, in that sense, okay with Arshit being there. Initially, even I was, because you were not getting batting at 8.
That batting at 8 is now...
See, in today's day and age in white ball, you can't have. The only way you can sort that thing out is if you get a proper batter there.
And go with 5 bowlers.
Yes. But that I think is a better option for India to do. Where you get in a batter, let's say a Rinku comes in hypothetically, he's at 8, and then you have to get Akshar to bowl his quota of over, right? Then you'll have to get
Bumrah, Kuldeep.
No, then one between Kuldeep and Varun will have to go out.
Varun goes out.
You'll have to have Kuldeep bowl his full quota of over, Arshdeep bowl his full quota of over, Bumrah bowl his full quota of over. So that is your 4 bowlers done. And then you'll have to ask a Shivam Dube or someone to...
Hardik when he's back?
No, Hardik comes, it's done. But how do you just bat with 7 there?
You don't. That's the conundrum.
That 8 is now...
How do you, like you're saying, Arshdeep should be there, and let's now, how do you fit in an Arshdeep in this 11? With having batting till 8. You have to keep that in mind, you'll have to have batting till 8. Okay. How do you do that?
So, my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Top 5 are settled, okay? We are not going to touch that.
Okay.
6, I will keep Rinku, okay? 7, I will keep... 6 I'll keep a Hardik. 7 I'll keep...
There's no Hardik,
Shivam Dube at 6.
Hardik is there, then I don't have to give you that task.
Amongst the current squad, 6 is Shivam Dube, 7 is Rinku, okay? 8 is Akshar, 9 is Kuldeep, 10 is Bumrah, 11 is Arshdeep.
So who are your bowlers? Arshdeep, Bumrah,
Kuldeep,
Dube, Akshar.
No, Dube cannot be your 5th bowler, sir. Dube cannot be your 5th bowler, so you can't get a Rinku in.
That's the issue.
You need 5 bowlers. Which is why I'm saying at the moment, while I also agree that Arshdeep has to come in, it cannot be Harshit versus Arshdeep.
That's a different skill set altogether.
Harshit, Rana has got to be there, and you will have to have Arshdeep come in for either Varun or Kuldeep. Excuse me. That's
which is entirely possible, because you can say that there's an argument to be made that these aren't going to be conditions you need 3 full-time spinners. Today also you may do 2, right? Yeah. Akshar didn't bowl a single over. Do those 2 spinners then need to be your full-time spinners? You don't necessarily need that.
What you can do, the one other option I'm giving you without Harshit, and with you getting your batting till 8 and having 5 option, is you get Arshdeep for, let's say, Varun. And for Harshit, once Nitish Reddy is fit, he comes in. Okay. In which case then, your batting is still 8. And then between Shivam Dube and Nitish Kumar Reddy, you try and get the 5th bowler.
So
2 options there.
In a sense,
otherwise it becomes very tough.
Is a 2-pronged problem. It is a number 8 issue and is a fifth bowler.
See, right now, as I said, I also don't see the utility if Harshit's going to be leaking as many runs as he is. And with the bat, he's contributed. And today, there's one way of looking at that. Listen, we are saying if Arshdeep was there, maybe you would have defended 126. But if Harshit wasn't there, you wouldn't have reached 126.
Correct.
Right? You needed some batting at 8 today, in that sense. Okay, you could have had a Shivam Dube come and do that role, but let's say he didn't get too many runs just like everyone else, what would you have done? So I am not also convinced with the approach that this Indian team is having, and I'm also backing that approach that yes, you have to bat like this, you have to be aggressive, then you can't have batting till 8. You need to fight batting till 8. Once Hardik is there, no issue, everything sorted, Ankit, Dori, Tata, bye-bye. It's all done.
Just to bring it back to that Hardik problem, not having Hardik, you look at how badly it impacts your bowling that you're having to bowl Harshit in the power play. He has not and never will be a power play bowler.
Yeah.
Getting the ball to swing is not his strength. You look at the season he had for KKR, even 25, 24. Sometimes maybe 1 over he'd have in the power play. 1. That too, he was like a variety option that okay, let's give it to someone. Sometimes that 1 over would be a Varun also. He's mostly a middle over and death over bowler. Why? Hit the deck, can bowl slower ones, can bowl Yorkers. That's the skill set. Here in the case on the garb of trying to keep so many bowlers, so many batters, you're trying to also, or you're having to fit square pegs into round holes, skill set wise, because your other option is what, bowl Shivam Dube in the power play. We had our hearts in our mouths when he was doing that in the Asia Cup.
And you could do it with those conditions there.
Yes, not here. Here he'll get slammed.
Because, correct, good bounce, ball coming onto the bat, there you could do it. I mean, the Indian team management today was, caught on camera having a long extended discussion after the loss. Gautam Gambhir and Ryan Deshkate, Suryakumar Yadav, Mone Mokal, the think tank per se, were all having a long discussion, and I wouldn't be surprised if the discussion is around exactly this, because while you can see that maybe Harshit is not the answer to your problems, the other issue is that how do you even not have him in the squad? And I think the only solution now is, and no matter how long you do a discussion, number 8 is non-negotiable when it comes to batting, so you have to fit in a batter there. Harshit has to come in then because there's no other option available, and you bring in Arshdeep for a Varun Chakravarti. The same team, Varun goes out, Arshdeep comes in, then you're dead, everything is sorted, batting till 8. That is the only way you can find some sort of a solution now without a Hardik Pandya around. Hardik comes in, you and I don't have to sit together, put our heads together. The team management doesn't have to have that 1 hour long conversation that they are doing.
See, because this is a combination we're looking at here, but then in the World Cup, we have got one eye on the T20 World Cup also in 2026. You're going to play 3 spinners. Definitely you're going to play.
In South Africa?
No,
in India.
In India, Sri Lanka. You'll play 3 spinners there.
Yeah.
So
then you'll go back to this team.
You'll go back.
In fact,
no, but then Hardik will come and Harshit goes out, Hardik comes in.
Yeah.
Makes it much better.
Yeah, exactly what I'm saying.
It's way better.
Yeah,
it solves all your problems, though.
Because see, as I said, the number 8 issue is also a 5th bowler issue also. How are you going to get in your 5th bowler to bowl it? Because you're not going to pick a specialist. That's the... I mean, think about it. The leading wicket taker for India in T20Is can't get a place because there is a situation where you need batting till 8 and you also have to sort out the 5th bowler issue. It can happen only in India. That is the problem. But you're winning. You've been winning for the past 2 years. You've just lost 3 games. So, I think this is your 4th game that you've lost in 2 years. So, good luck in trying to figure out how you will do it.
But see, that's why you need more depth in all-rounders also if you are to continue with this sort of a philosophy. And right now, you don't have that. You're trying to bring about or manufacture those all-rounders. Again, Harshit is a better bowler than he is a batter. Nitish Kumar Reddy is a better batter than he is a bowler. So it's really a conundrum. Then what do you have to play both of them?
Akshar is a better batter than a bowler,
yes.
Or a better bowler than.
But at least with Akshar, I still trust him as a pure all-rounder more than I do the 2 names I've mentioned.
Correct.
I'd still trust him more to give me at least 2 overs. I'm surprised he didn't bowl much today.
Yeah,
even on a bad day, he can give me 2 overs, which is perfectly fine from an all-rounder.
He can give you 4 also.
I'm saying on a bad day, you can get 2 overs out of him. Today, you didn't go down there. I was a little surprised, if I'm being honest. But with the other 2, I mean, Nitish Kumar Reddy bowled 6 overs in a test match and bowled 3 overs in an ODI match. How much then do you not trust his bowling? So, as I'm saying, you're trying to get them, then manufacture these all-rounders, and then in which case you will have these teething issues. You're going to see this crop up more often than not. Of course, now with 3 months or so left of the World Cup, you then have to come up with the answers quickly.
Yes.
Easier said than done.
Yep. 2 games done, 13 more to go until your T20 World Cup.
Okay, I'm sure some of our viewers might have some solution for us. Let's go. Okay, Dhanush, please tell Gail that you won't get Karachi, Multan. He's never played in his life in Karachi and Multan, huh?
Exactly.
In Sena, like Headingley, Edgbaston, Manchester. Acha, he's saying Headingley, Edgbaston, Manchester is like Karachi, Multan. I'd like to correct you on that, huh? He also, Manchester was not an easy pitch. That 100 that he got, very tough. And that series also had Oval and Lords, which were very tough to bat on later on. You saw how the wickets fell. So,
Jasbir saying that's why you need Arshdeep. Small totals need full bowlers, not bowlers like Harshit or Akshar. But if you had Arshdeep in this game, eliminate the 30 runs you got, then you'd have been chasing 90.
As I said, the only option now is quite logically to either get Varun out in these conditions and get an Arshdeep in.
Although he will also feel a little hard done by considering the match he's had.
Yeah.
He got 2 wickets and was the best bowler.
And economically wise, your best bowler.
Yeah.
Very harsh. But I mean, it's also harsh on Arshdeep.
Yeah.
So
you're used to leaving Kuldeep out. Poor guy also gets left out.
He's been left out for the entire tour so far.
Yeah.
Let's not count the T20s.
Poor Arshdeep. Chili paneer. Team selection is not just but bat and ball, but also fielding. 5 average fielders. Just
Scroll
go
down
down a bit. Yeah. Also, Iyer or Jaiswal has to come in for Gill and Sam either open or out.
Samson.
Samson.
Sam. Jeez.
You just did that Abhisan or whatever. I've forgotten.
Abhiju.
Abhiju.
Sam.
Yeah, but then 5 average. Also, Iyer anyway, not here for 2 months now. He won't be playing for 2 months.
Yeah, Iyer is not coming in for a while, guys.
Yeah.
Jasbir is saying, Nikhil, tell me what Shuman did to get place. Don't tell me, but then he just said the person tell me.
IPL is the only.
I think don't tell me IPL only. Many batters are good in IPL, but not in the national team. Jaiswal was equally good in both IPL and national team.
That is true. I think, see, one thing has gone in his favor is that they're looking at him as a captain going forward, and I think they've made it very clear they want to have one captain all formats. People might say that, go with a different format, and we can disagree on that. That's fine. But I'm just telling you the mindset that the Indian team has at the moment, or the Indian management has at the moment. So that is what they are thinking. Whether it's right or wrong, it's debatable. But I guess he also needs to be judged with his performances. What I'm liking about Gill is one thing though, that he is buying into the philosophy of the team. He has said, if the team wants me to bat like that, I'll bat like that in the aggressive fashion. And so that is the first step he's taken, which I like. But yes, that doesn't mean that performances won't be looked at, and so we'll have to look at his performances going forward. But you'd need to give him a decent amount of run. Don't forget, with that being a test captain, some privileges come whether you like it or not. So he'll get that longer rope. But after some time, those questions will definitely come. So
let's go down. Naveen Narayan. Now the real face of our playing 11 is coming out of the carpet, as Chika says. We might win the Asia Cup, but against strong team players like Gill, Dube, Harshit will be exposed.
Didn't Chika apologize to Harshit recently?
Big time.
He did.
So he himself realized that he hadn't said. I by the way, did think that was a bit unfair.
It was. I mean, clearly what Chika did, I think, was not done. I mean, you have to somewhere tone the line down. You're an analyst who has played cricket for decades. You're not a memer. You're not a reel maker. Okay. If you're an analyst or if you're a cricketer who's played for a long time, you expect some kind of sense. I think he crossed the line in that Harshit thing when he said.
He did, and that's why he apologized and said that, I criticized you harshly, but I'll also praise you just as much. To which I said, at least that's fair. At least he's then being consistent.
And my other thing is that, if you've got Dube and he is showing signs that he's improved, I would want him to be tested also in these situations.
What are you shielding him for?
Yeah, give him an over or two. Let us see in these tough situations. I know there is a risk that you lose, but let's be very honest. This match you had kind of lost after that opening partnership. Yes, you were getting wickets in the middle, but you're hoping against hope. So now there is a situation where you pretty much lost the game. Test him out. Let's see if he can come good. So if you want to fix that problem, of having batting till 8, and you get these players who can bowl a bit, then test them in these tough conditions, I guess.
Correct. Steve Ticolo, NCR needs to rain for blue skies. Gill, Sky need flat wickets to play aggressive T20. Abhishek is naturally playing, others are forcing.
I think forcing is a bit.
Sky is also quite naturally
Sky is an aggressive player. Sanju is an aggressive player. Your team is filled with aggressive players. Abhishek is. I get that he's the new kid on the block, but let's not discontinue or look beyond some of these other players. They are naturally aggressive.
And my larger point has always been, we can't be completely changing philosophies or teams based on just a few games. Give everything some time. Eventually, results will speak for themselves, and there will be a situation where you will be forced to do that. No amount of pushing or believing in a player or whatever you call it, pachi or whatever you call, can only give you a little bit of chances. Eventually you'll have to step in, and you can't hide that. Sometimes we get very impatient too.
We do. Steve Ticolo is telling me, Hope Sidvi understands now 2022 VK innings was not a lucky innings. It was based on skill, temperament, same bouncy wickets, still same
But
collapse.
did you ever call it a lucky inning?
There was only one instance, when he told the umpire, it's a no ball. The umpire buckled and he gave that no ball.
That is fine. You're not going to call Jemima's inning yesterday lucky because 2 catches were dropped. It was a great inning. And same.
She capitalized on the luck.
That was not lucky.
Steve Ticolo, it is only in India where we say luck to be a very negative thing. It's necessarily not a negative thing. It's also a positive thing. I mean, if you have luck also in an innings and you win the game, so what?
You need some luck to win, let's be fair.
Yeah, that was, anything.
Kohli goes down the ground, Kohli goes out of the ground. Insane. Even now.
They did it first or we did that first?
We did it first, yesterday. We have proof.
Such copycats.
Our videos have timestamps, right? So.
Such copycats.
Yes.
Manav Kaushal, thought experiment. If Surya continues with the slump and Gill has averaged a 25 strike rate of 140 in rest of the match, does he become the captain?
No.
Then you may have to
I don't think.
Shreyas Iyer.
I think you're not doing any changes now till the World Cup. Whatever has to happen will happen after the World Cup, and that's fair. I mean, Sky has been phenomenal as a captain. If his team's been just on the next level, how do you now change it? Basis what?
You don't change it.
Yeah.
The music is like saying, don't know which match I have been watching. Definitely Varun ahead of KD.
Kuldeep. See, I think form-wise, there's a case to be made.
Yeah.
But overall, you always back your more overall skilled players. And I'm a big Varun fan, by the way. But I would still back a Kuldeep over him in the 11.
Yeah, it'll be a harsh call as we discussed. But that I said,
Dropping any of the two is harsh.
Kuldeep's gone through it. So it won't come as a shocker to him if he's made to sit out.
मैं इस राह से गुजर चुका.
हाँ.
In fact, he's funnily enough been made to sit out for Varun also. We did
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Yes.
We did it. We pioneered that. This is a tactic the Indian team are learning now.
So those of you who don't know what he means by we, he's
KKR.
talking about Kolkata Knight Riders.
2021, second half of the season. Although that, to be fair, I also have to really note that he was injured at that point in time. So
Yeah, he was. Praneet Datta, how can you drop Varun? He was unplayable today. He's a superior bowler to Kuldeep in T20Is. On such spicy conditions, they need Arsh in place of Kuldeep.
fair.
Fair, yeah.
I'm okay with that if
That's also fair.
yeah, but as I said, at the moment it seems like you'll have to look at a spinner to go out if you want to make space for.
So either a Varun or a Kuldeep in essence you need, because I don't think playing two spinners, even though today both of them were among the wickets, I don't think you're kind of being counterproductive to yourself in such conditions. It's a little unfair.
True.
Go on top.
Yeah, this is again Steve
Again,
Ticolo.
Mr. Ticolo. Sorry,
Sorry.
it seems like we've gotten used to Sky failing on difficult pitches. Last match he was 20 of 19 and picked the bowls out of the bad over on the leg side.
Come on now, Steve Ticolo. Don't be nitpicking. Acha, he got runs over some bad bowling.
So then I should also deduct 8 runs today from HARSHIT'S total, no? Because 2 of them were top edges that went flying to third man. So then he didn't give away 27
We
runs.
did speak
He
about
gave away 19 runs.
Sky's form, and these things are, I agree that there is a valid point to be spoken about him not getting runs, but I'm saying, what are you going to do now? You're not changing him as a captain for the T20 World Cup.
I mean, the only mistake that Surya did today was he played too straight. It is not his game. He has to go for that scoop. Although he tried a scoop, I guess.
And he almost got out.
Almost got out, yeah. Nothing's working.
That scoop, the sky scoop is not working either.
Rakesh Bhushan. Greg tried Irfan to make batsman. He forgot his batting. Gigi's trying same with Harshit and he's been tonged in bowling more than often.
Good.
Interesting way of looking at it, really. Very interesting way of looking at it.
But someday I'll do a story as to it wasn't. I agree that Greg was trying to make Irfan a batter and he forgot his bowling, but I don't think that was the reason. There were various other reasons that happened. Why his bowling returns, took a nosedive for Irfan. But yes, that is true. There was a time where he was trying to. But see, that's what I'm saying. Today you look back and Greg Chappell was ahead of his time. He was trying to make what you say now, that all 7-8 can bat anywhere. You need multi-dimensional. What all you're talking now, he had the vision then to do it. Just that he was so ahead of his time that nobody was ready to accept it.
Correct.
And also the concept of an authoritarian head coach.
That also. Now it's gotten everything that he was doing.
Okay with it.
Everything that he was doing 2 decades ago has become the norm now.
Yep. It's just that an Indian is doing it, so the criticism is slightly less. And a strong.
No, it's not less.
Not less.
I think Gautam Gambhir right now, if he is.
No, but then every day in that Chappell saga, he was getting vitriol.
Yeah, but
From
look at what
particular
Gautam
click.
gets now.
Yeah, of course. But
Gautam gets it from everywhere.
yeah,
So it's consistent.
In Chappell's time, luckily there was no social media that much. Or I think was it there?
No.
No.
I was in school
there
at
was
that point.
Orkut.
No.
That's it.
Orkut at 7, then Facebook also came around.
High Five was
8,
another one.
9,
Facebook
yeah,
was
but
there in 5,
it was.
6.
But nobody really see the difference was not about social. But nobody paid attention to what is happening in social media nowadays. People look at it and say, yes, if it's written on social media, it must be true. Now that's why you have trends which are sponsored, where PR teams working and so on and so forth.
Right. Srimanta, I think that was his name. Srimanta, just go up a bit. That was his name. Gill is top class. Up. Srimanta Bhattacharya. Gill is top class. All played in same surface, only he scored 750 plus. His Old Trafford ton was a masterclass.
See, that's another way of looking at it. I mean, it'd be a bit unfair to be doubting his test credentials at the moment, considering the last 18 odd months that he's had from that England tour in India, where again, let's give everyone the credit they deserve. He was in a situation where he was on the verge of being dropped. He was told that this is the last test match. And from there on, he never looked back. Had an outstanding series. I think he finished the second highest run getter behind Jaiswal, if I'm not mistaken, in that England series. And then becomes from a moment where he was going to be dropped, becomes captain, 700 plus in a series, records galore. Yeah.
Rakesh Bhushan again. Too much tinkering with the batting lineup. Sanju is asked to bat at any number. Dube coming in later than Harshit is a mockery of asking anybody to bat anywhere. Are our batsmen so equipped? I think the point is that they're trying to make them that well equipped. Maybe that's what is trying to happen. But yeah, right now it's very much a work in progress.
But I have again no issues with this. See, this is going to be the nature of white ball cricket, more so in T20 cricket. This is going to be a scenario that we'll slowly and steadily get used to it. See, the game is also evolving. T20 cricket, in fact, is evolving at a rapid pace. So many things have changed from where it was, in 2007 to now. Just look how much it's evolved. I don't think any other format has evolved like that. Test cricket still remains the way it was played. So many years. You tried baseball and all and you gave up on it and you came back to how it was played for so many years. But T20 has changed drastically. In fact, just 10 years ago, you look at the T20 games and now it's just
5 years. Yeah. 5 years. Go back to COVID times and watch some of those T20s. They're worlds apart from now. Worlds apart.
Yeah.
True.
Steve Ticolo, can you please check Sky dismissal versus Haris Rauf 2022 MCG? It is exactly same as today. Where is the learning from such an highly rated Indian captain player?
I mean, see, there are obvious small weaknesses that exist in his game. We always used to talk about wrist spin being a particular Achilles heel. And in that semi-final against England, he was out to Adil Rashid. So he has remained. But I think that's also, again, where focusing on some finer points.
All 360 players struggle against leg spin. De Villiers struggled against leg spin.
Shreyas Gopal?
Yes, Shreyas Gopal will testify to that.
Yeah, let's go with the segment that Shivam has.
Called Shivam Giri.
Shivam Giri. Bhai Giri type, huh?
Yeah. Shivam Dube after a streak is broken. Aaj mera dukh, meri nirasha ki koi seema nahi hai. Of course. As I said, the streak is over.
37 match winning streak, which by the way is the longest winning streak for any player in T20I history.
Madness.
I know, Raja Janak.
They've superimposed Dube's face on it.
Oh, what that's the thing. WrestleMania.
Undertaker's streak.
It was broken by Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Shivam
Would have been more apt if they put it on that fan's face. But
I know.
Next.
Good one.
Next.
Abhishek Sharma, I think this is Game of Thrones, right?
He's up against everyone basically coming at him.
Basically
Yes,
coming
yes,
in.
yes.
Yes. Go ahead.
Girls, after watching the men's team perform against Australia. Yeah, they'd be embarrassing. Really, this is the best you guys could do? We did it better.
Yeah, they got that MCG and Navi Mumbai, totally different conditions.
Mumbai cricket ground.
Yeah. India 46 for 4, Abhishek is
34
of 13. Yeah. I mean, he
was
scored
that
more
nonchalant.
than half the runs here. Come on.
He was legit that nonchalant, yes.
Exactly. Next. Me watching men's cricket last night's match. Tauba. Sara mood kharab kar diya.
Thank God they didn't put a screenshot of some other thing from this particular segment.
I know.
Anna Shravan?
Thank goodness.
Yes. Next.
और जब बैड डे हमारा आया तो बारिश ने आने से मना कर दिया.
Yes.
Yep.
Salman Khan, yes.
This is Salman. Other batters meanwhile Abhishek Sharma. मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
This is the
Young kid.
मुझे
फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Yes.
Next.
Oh God. Harshit Rana hits a sixer. Camera. It's from Patal Lok.
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's from Patal Lok.
yes.
But that's what they did. They literally cut to him. It hits the stands, cut to Gambhir.
Gambhir watching. Yes. How others see Harshit Rana, how Gautam Gambhir sees Harshit Rana.
Jack Callis.
Jack Callis, yaar. Poor guy. Again, what wrong did Harshit Rana do here for him to get so much of hate? I don't know. I really don't know. How Gautam Gambhir sees.
No, you gotta take these memes with a pinch of salt.
With a pinch of salt.
They're also content creators. They're having a bit of fun.
Yep. कभी कभी लगता है अपुन हेजल गॉड है. What a spell indeed. Spell for you.
कभी नहीं, आप है ही हेजल गॉड.
You are Hazel God, my friend.
Yeah.
You are Hazel
The
God.
youngest, the second youngest among the quartet. Yeah. Austin Kuna, Sky's last 15 T20I, 145 runs at 12.08 strike rate, 106. If Rocco had these, shots, all would be asking for them to be dropped, including all of you.
Yeah, I mean, see, that's right. But you've stuck with him as captain for a year, and you're not going to be, even if it was Rohit Kohli in this sort of a situation, I'd not be saying drop them just before a tournament.
And,
not how it works.
And Austin has ordered me to check my DM, which I'll do later.
Please do out that.
After that, yeah. I will. Your order is Sir Cooper. Taken. Okay. Any other comments? Beat you saying, guys, is it true that KL Rahul is going to KKR in your KKR?
Yeah, they're just linking anyone who's close to Abhishek Nair to come over to KKR. At this point, it's becoming a joke.
No, there was this tweet saying, a couple of them from cricket aggregators saying that the biggest swap is going to happen in the history of IPL ahead of the auction, and now people are speculating as to what that could be. Various speculations of, Sanju going to KKR. There is speculation, one freak speculation, somebody is saying Virat will go to Delhi because now RCB owners are changing and so he may want to go, and KL might go to Bangalore, which I don't think will ever happen. But again, speculation, no? So you can come up with anything.
And it
somebody
makes
is saying Hardik might leave MI, Sky might become captain. So there are so many speculations.
For all the hate, leaving MI nahi chahiye bhai.
He can come to KKR.
Schadenfreude is that.
It may not be up to him also, as I'm saying.
Correct.
Swaps are done by franchises, not players. So
Yeah, and
the
don't forget.
franchisee has to agree. The franchisees have to.
And don't forget, we have to remember, see, today is 31st October, right?
Yeah.
15th November or something is the deadline?
Deadline, yeah.
Yeah, for player retentions. So you're 2 weeks out in essence. Obviously, the rumor mill will go into overdrive.
Okay. Rakesh Bhushan with a request for you, Nikhil. Kindly do a review of GG tenure like Nation.
Okay, we'll do.
Oh, that'll be like reliving a nightmare.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, so his name was Music Antidote. Don't agree that Gill should be backed only after one good test series. There also, KL and YJ played out the tough period.
No, it's true, but Gill was exceptional. What
wrong did Gill do then?
It's like Jemima is getting all the plaudits yesterday, but Richa Ghosh did well, Deepthi did well, and then Charni did well with the ball. Harman did. I mean, that's okay. Everyone chips in for a team to perform. There's nothing wrong with.
That's how team sports work.
Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
Anything wrong? Chalo.
Okay.
On that note. Last two comments. Sachin Kashyap is saying, Nikhil sir, Barca lost in El Clasico. Do you think Yamal has crossed the line when he took a dig at Madrid? I mean, personally, I felt he shouldn't have said it because,
Say it after the match, it doesn't matter. Why give them ammunition before the
But I don't think that's the reason they lost. I mean, you're out without your at least 4 good first choice players. I mean, where you're having to go with Fernan Torres as your main striker. I don't think you didn't even have an option to change. Previous game, Ronald Araujo played as a striker. Can you imagine? That's how short they are on a striker. So with no Lewandowski there, Olmo also injured, Rafinha injured, they were lacking that firepower up front. That's okay. That's fine. Priyanshu, Nikhil sir, now the series moves to smaller boundaries like Hobart, Gold Coast, and Hazlewood won't play. Gil Big Knock is coming now. 2nd November will change women's sport forever. It's coming home.
I don't say coming home here. It never comes home. Every time.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. I hope it does happen. We've got our fingers crossed. Our coverage will continue as it has been throughout this Women's World Cup. We're not jumping onto the bandwagon now where everyone is. We started from the first game till now. I've been covering.
And you have been covering it even much before also.
No, I'm saying even this World Cup. So fingers crossed. Let's say they do it on Sunday. For the moment, we're going to take leave from you guys. Thank you so much for your company. Bye. Take care.
Yep. Nandri Vanakkam.
But the string of videos continues. On your favorite destination. I hope it is.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.